Hello, everyone. I'm Mark,
I'm Rob.
and welcome to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown, one of the hottest and best sports talk shows on the planet. And Rob, we need more subscribers. We're going for 2,000. We already hit our
Yeah.
first goal of 1,000. Hit that notification bell when you do. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to make intelligent, non-insulting comments, we encourage you down below. I'll try to answer all of them. I'm doing my best. You guys make so many comments, it's tough to get to them. And Rob, we got a live show Eastern time every Monday, except for major holidays, 7 to 8. Rob won't be there tonight, but I will be, and Rob will be there next week, hopefully. All right. Guess what, Rob? Caitlin Clark is not in the Olympic team, and I'm going to give you the number one reason why she should be on the Olympic team.
Okay.
The reason is she's the best passer in the history of women's basketball. Not the best passer coming out of college, not the best passer in the WNBA right now. She's the best passer in the history of college basketball. And I've been saying this for 4 months and nobody seems to believe me. But finally, I heard some other YouTuber say this morning. So that's why I'm making this video, because I was, before we even started this channel 2 months ago, I was saying this on Facebook, and I was arguing that's the reason she's the best player of all time in college basketball, at least the way she played the last 2 years. Her whole career, maybe not, but for the last 2 years, she played at a higher level than any woman in the history of college basketball. And besides her scoring and leadership and making teammates around her better, it's her passing. She's the best passer in the history of women's basketball. And in the last 4 or 5 games in the WNBA, she's displayed that. And yesterday, when the Indiana Fever played Chicago Sky, that was the best passing she's ever done in the WNBA. It was a clinic.
And let me tell you, Mark, I'm going to agree with you, and I'll also point out reasons why. One reason is that when she keeps her head up, when she gets the ball, either when she gets the rebound or if someone rebounds it and passes to her and she's going down the court, her eyes are all over the court. So, and that's part of a good passing, keeping your head. And then what I really, really like with her, off a screen or whatever, she keeps her dribble. A lot of people, once they do that screen and roll, they pick up the dribble. And then now they're stuck. They have to either pass it or throw it away or something. She keeps her dribble, and that actually allows the person who picked for her, as you see with Boston, she'll keep on rolling, and then Clark will dribble in, and then her person will come on her, and she does a little shovel pass and layup. If she makes a layup, there's a shot there. They're not making the layups for her, but yeah, I mean, she is ahead. I agree with you. She's one. I've never seen any woman player like that keeps her head. Her head's always, eyes are up, always scanning and looking to see where she should go.
And Rob, not only that, she can make the pass.
Right.
She can make the length of the court pass on the dime, right there. Yep. Perfect timing.
Yep.
It's unbelievable what passes she can make. And nobody else can do that. And she can make it from any angle, from anywhere. And sometimes she gets double teamed and she splits the defenders and does a perfect bounce pass to, say, Boston sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But she can, and you know what? It's a shame that women can't jump like men. Can you imagine her alley-oop passes?
Oh, yeah.
You can't demonstrate that, but she'd be great at those.
Well, John, Mark, that's what makes it so much even better for her. That makes her, for you to make that statement, because the women's game is more of a ground game. So It even makes it even harder for you to try to penetrate that passer because their jumping ability, they can't jump out of the gym for lobs. But she has to make sure that pass is perfect in order to make them get to the player. So that's even harder, because that's women's basketball is a ground game. It's not above the rim.
Right. It's just her timing and her accuracy and her court vision combination. It's just unbelievable. Now, the haters are going to say about a turnover as well. Right now, the teammates can't even catch the ball. They keep giving Clark the turnover for that. And that didn't happen as much in college because the players got used to her because some of them played with her for 4 years. And they were used to her passes. They're just not used to her passes yet. And Mitchell's the worst at doing that.
Yeah.
But that'll improve. And Tammy's coming get back in the lineup in a game or two, hopefully next game. But I'm saying she's the best passer in the WNBA right now, even though I will concede that Chelsea Gray is the best point guard. But she's playing with a much better team. So her assist to turnover ratio, and she's used to playing with those players too. She's been playing with them for a few years. Right. It's going to be better than Clark's. But I'll give her that she's the best point guard because of her experience and her assist to turnover ratio, but Clark's a better passer, and she's just going to have that. Her assist to turnover ratio is going to improve as she gets used to her teammates. Her teammates get used to her, and she has a better coach.
And in high school, freshman, I don't know if you remember him, Mr. Viana. He used to tell us, and with his voice, ex-Marine guy, if he's not looking, hit him in the head. Always going to hit him in the head if he's not looking.
Well, that's what she does sometimes.
Yeah.
And Rob, it's also his ability to get that defensive rebound and then push the tempo right away. That's part of passing, is to be able to do that.
Part of passing is, usually I don't say pass off the dribble because you don't have control over it, but she's got that down pretty good with the pass off the dribble, because once with the two-hand passes, it's better. But she's got the nice little step through bounce pass to Boston, or the two-hand push up the court when she sees somebody running down the court. She's got that down to a science. And then she's got the little shovel pass. Also, when she penetrates, she makes that wraparound pass to the other player.
And her in freshman and sophomore year, her passing was good, but she decided, well, it's got to be better. And she worked out with weights. And I know people say she's got to get stronger for the WNBA, but she worked out with weights in order to improve her passing. And it shows, because she got stronger and her passes have more zip on them now. And now she can be more accurate, and she can have greater distance on her passer. And guess what? She became a better passer. By her junior year, she was passing better than anyone I'd ever seen. And by senior year was unbelievable what she was doing. And that's why I said that before the NCAA tournament. And I said, she's already the best passer in the history of women's basketball.
So now getting to the point, just think if she was on like we said, just think if she was on the Olympic team.
Rob, quit.
Oh my gosh.
No, we don't allow logic on this show. Stop it.
Oops. Okay. Can't have that, Just, that would be detrimental, just think if she was on the Olympic. They would, like I said, they would love that. She may come to practice and they may start out hating her. But once the ball's dropped and she's coming down the court and they're breaking down the court and she hits them with a couple of dime passes for layups or driving through, they'll be like, we kind of like this, because everybody likes to score. And there's scores. The Olympic team has scores. And you don't think they'd like to have that kind of passing, dribble in, pass out to the three-point line, Stewart hits a three, inside to Asia Wilson, to dime pass, layup. Come on. Who would not love that? Who wouldn't love that?
Rob, stop it. You're making too much sense.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
You're going to embarrass the Olympic Committee. Oh. No, seriously, she's the second best point guard in the league. And the way she's been playing the last 5 games, I think she's one of the top 10 players in the league right now. I told you I thought it was impossible I said this about a half a dozen games ago. I think it's impossible to rank her. I thought she could be anywhere from 5th to 20th. But the more they gave her the keys to the Ferrari and the more she plays, the more comfortable she becomes with her teammates. And she's hitting the 3-point shot now. It's clear to me she's one of the top 10 players in the league. And I don't think she's in the top 5.
And that's why she's got to get rid of that. That's why they got to get rid of that coach.
Right. Okay. And that's with a bad coach. If she had a veteran, good coach and players who can catch the ball and just, a team that knows how to play together, she may look like even higher than that. But I'm like looking through that when I'm rating her as a build. And you can go through the advanced stats. There's different stats that they use. I'll give you 2 that people use. It's I want to make sure I get the PPS, which is points per shot, and total shots and percentage. They have a shooting percentage, and they take into consideration or shooting, basically evaluating a shooting percentage, more efficiency in the efficiency of it. And she's high in those areas right now, especially since her 3-point shot. She's been hitting the last few games, and her numbers are all way up right now. Now, again, the turnovers have to go down, but of course, it'd be nice if the statisticians actually grade whether it's a turnover properly, because they're supposed to put it on the defender if he drops, I guess in this case, if she drops the ball. But They don't do that in the WNBA for some reason. They do it.
That happened in one of the games. Mitchell twice did it. Dropped 2 of her passes, and then she got charged for 2 turnovers right there.
I'm flabbergasted how they score it in the WNBA.
Yeah, I don't know how they do
I'm not into conspiracies, but I just, whatever. I'm at a loss. But let me know what you think. You think I'm overrating her passing? Whatever. I don't think so. Like I said, another guy who's actually a coach, basketball coach and a player, he does a YouTube channel. He said something this morning, and I said, yeah, I've been saying that for 4 months. And I've said it on our videos before, by the way. You can catch it on.
Yeah.
I probably said it 3 or 4 on 3 of our videos in the past that she's the best passer in the history of women's basketball. And it'll be quite clear as these things improve, the areas that we just talked about. And why she's not in the Olympic team, we all know why, and it's a shame because that would make them so much stronger. And I think they'd have zero chance of losing a gold medal game with someone like her, even if she's just a backup point guard. Because you know what, Chelsea agreed to play the entire game, especially someone who's coming back from an injury.
She's unselfish. She's not gonna come in the game and start throwing up threes. She's gonna be like, okay, how can I? That's her mentality. See, I mean, when you were talking about Michael Jordan type mentality, you weren't saying she was Michael Jordan like, but the mentality she has that where I'll come in the game, I'll make these passes, I'll make you, and like you said, what makes your players the better person? And she's been making her players better.
I said that, Rob, when I made the argument about why I think for her last 2 years in college, she played at a higher level than any woman in college basketball histories because of her ability to make her teammates better.
Right.
That's what put Michael Jordan over the edge. Magic and Larry were better than he was earlier in their career, but they also had better teammates, so it was easier. But he figured that out. And he ended up making his teammates better than anyone in history when he was in his prime. Not in his first six years or so, but he figured it out. And that's important if you want to be the greatest player of all time. And that's her goal. And I think she will be the greatest player of all time. I don't think it's definite, but I think she has that mentality and she has these elite skills for passing. I'm using Doris Burke's favorite word, elite skills. And she can explode for 30, 40 anytime they give her the green light. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah. But she's got to get the right coach. So we'll see what happens.
The right coach, she'll be the best player in the league in 3 or 4 years with the right coach. She could do it by next year if she had the right coach and the right team.
Right.
but she's still ways away from that. I'm not jumping the gun on that. But it wouldn't surprise me if she makes second team All-Pro this year. But she has to continue to be consistent. Let's see how she plays against the better teams. I don't want to jump the gun. They got a tough schedule coming up. They're going against the teams that are in first, second, third, and fourth coming up. So we'll see how she plays then. And
I want to see her in the All-Star game against the Olympic players. And if she'll have like, if they make the shots, if she has like maybe over 13 or 14 or 15 assists during the All-Star game, will the other Olympic players be like, maybe we should have had her on the team or wish we had her on our team?
Rob, and I will say that I think there's only a couple dozen men in the history of the NBA that are better passers than her. And that might be high number. She's that good a passer.
Yeah, I like her vision. Yeah, she has very good vision.
And I don't know where to put her if I was ranking her against men because it is a different game. But just amazing. Just amazing passer. And that's my take, and I'm sticking to it.
Yep.
And you heard it from me first. I was saying this 4 months ago. I was saying this in like May.
I agree with you. We'll roll the tape, but he was saying it. He was saying that back in May.
And that's the reason I don't think she's overrated. That's why the people that think she's a one-trick pony, which is silly because she's a great shooter and a great scorer, are just insane. They're just insane. They're just being very unfair. She's got 2 major skills that you can't deny. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what her career is. I'm telling you, my anticipation is she has a good chance of being the greatest player of all time and certainly the best player in the league within 3 or 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
And which is a shame because now the next Olympics, she's going to be on the team as the best player and she'll have no Olympic experience because of what they did this year, unless something happens in the next 3 weeks.
Right.
That's our take. Anyways, hey, we got a live show tonight, Eastern time, Monday, 7 to 8, every Monday except major holidays. Rob won't be there, but he'll be there next week, hopefully. And guess what? You haven't subscribed yet. Hit that subscription button and notification bell at the same time.
Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
If you like this video, hit the like button and please make intelligent, non-insulting comments. And let me know whether you think she is the best passer in the history of women's basketball or at least the best passer in the WNBA, which is 100% clear at this point, even though I don't think she's the best point guard. But anyways, all right. That's it for today.
All right.
And see you in the next one.